Hi everyone, this presentation is all about the overview of statistical and induction learning. So I will discuss about overview of statistical learning. Statistical learning theory is the basic theory behind contemporary machine learning and pattern recognition. It suggests that the theory provides an excellent framework for the philosophy of induction. Kini siya nga theory na siya maayong structure sa iyang set of principles. Diin pwede ang philosophy of induction mo based ani nga theory. Kini nga philosophy of induction is all about various approaches in specifying problem of induction. Statistical learning is a field of study that uses statistical models and algorithms to make predictions or decisions based on data. It is closely related to the field of machine learning and includes methods of classifications, regression, clustering, and dimensionality reduction. Statistical method of AI. Statistical learning in artificial intelligence is a set of tools for understanding data. These tools broadly come under two classes: supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning refers to predicting or estimating an output based on one or more inputs. Kining supervised learning is a machine learning that defines its use of label datasets. Kining datasets gidesign kini siya para moay mo train mo supervise algorithms para sa pag-classify sa mga data or pag-predict o pag-accurate sa outcomes. Unsupervised learning provides a relationship or finds a pattern within a given data without supervised output. Kining unsupervised learning nagamit ni siya og machine algorithm para maka-analyze, maka-cluster sa unlabeled datasets. What is statistical learning? Let's suppose that we observe a response y and p, different predictors. X equals x sub 1, x sub 2, and so on. In general, we can say y equals fx plus e. We assume that there are relationship in between y and x equals x sub 1 and x sub 2 and so on. Here f is an unknown function and e is the random error term. In essence, statistical learning refers to a set of approaches for estimating f. Statistical learning plays a key role in many areas of science, finance, and industry. Some more examples of learning problems are predict whether a patient hospitalized due to heart attack will have a second heart attack. The prediction is to be based on demographic, diet, and clinical measurements for the patient. Predict the price of a stock in 6 months from now. On the basis of company performance measures and economic data, estimate the amount of glucose in the blood of a diabetic person from the infrared absorption spectrum of that person's blood. Identify the risk factors to prostate cancer based on clinical and demographic variables. In essence, a statistical learning problem is a learning from data. In typical scenario, we have an outcome measurement, usually quantitative, such as stock price, or categorical, such as heart attack, no heart attack, that we wish to predict based on a set of features such as diet and clinical measurement. We have here Training set. Training set used to observe the outcome and future measurements for a set of objects. Using the data, we build a prediction model or a statistical learner, which enables us to predict that outcome for a set of new unseen objects. A good learner is a one that accurately predicts such as outcome.
Overview of inductive learning. Machine learning is one of the most important subfields of artificial intelligence. It has been viewed as a viable way of avoiding the knowledge bottleneck problem in developing knowledge-based systems. Inductive learning, also known as concept learning, is how AI system attempts to use generalized rule to carry out observations. To generate a set of classification rules, inductive learning algorithms, APIs, or application programming interface are used. These generated rules are in the if this then that format. So, inductive learning is a type of machine learning na gagamit og data para makahimo og predictions about the given problem. So, these rules determine the state of an entity at each iteration step in learning and how the learning can be effectively changed by adding more rules to the existing rule set. So, according to Jason Brownlee, in his article, Basic Concept in Machine Learning, an excellent method to understand how inductive learning works is, for example, if we are given input samples x and output samples f of x from the perspective of inductive learning, and the problem is to estimate the function f. So, here are some practical examples of inductions. Credit risk assessment tayo sa kanang mga lending nga. The x is the property of the customer. Then, the f of x or the result samples is credit, approved or not. Then, disease diagnosis. The x is the characteristics of a given patient. Then, the f of x is the patient's disease. Face recognition. The x are bitmaps of the faces we want to recognize. So, kung moingon tag bitmaps is image are made up of tiny dots called pixels. Then, the f of x is the name assigned to that face. Automatic steering or autonomous driving. The x is bitmap image from a camera in the front of the car. For example, sa kananay van, kananay camera. Then, the f of x is the degree to which the steering wheel should be turned. So, ang atong f of x is kung asa dapit mo liko ang manubela sa atong sasakdanan. Application. There are some situations in which inductive learning is not a good idea. It is critical to understand when and when not to use supervised machine learning. Inductive learning may be helpful in the following 4 situations. Problem in which no human expertise is available. People cannot write a program to solve a problem if they do not know the answer. Humans can complete the task, but no one knows how to do it. There are situations in which humans can do things that computers cannot or do not do well. Example, riding a bike or driving a car. Problems where the desired function is frequently changing. Humans could describe it and write a program to solve it. But the problem changes too frequently. It is not economical. The stock market is one example. Problems where each user requires a unique function. Writing a custom program for each user is not cost effective. Consider Netflix or Amazon recommendations for movies or books.